to another day of the Beat Saber World Cup for the year 2022. I'm Ixon and I'm joined today by Mitchell. Hello, Mitchell.
Hello.
How's it going?
Going pretty good. The first time
Nice.
casting for me, so it's gonna be a
Yeah,
little new
perfect.
for me.
Directly World Cup. That's what we like to see.
Yeah,
Challenging
Excited.
yourself.
I'm excited.
You should be. We also have a pretty good match coming up. I feel like Germany against Russia is going to be quite interesting.
Seed 9,
And
also seed 11, pretty close.
yeah, it's not too far apart, and it's also quite the important match because we are currently in the losers bracket round 2, which means that the loser will actually be kind of yeeted off the tourney. So I mean, you never want to lose, but you especially don't want to lose if it spells the end of the tourney for you, right? So this is pretty important for both teams.
Yep.
And I feel like we are going to see some very, very interesting matches here, including picks and bans. I kind of don't want to make too many predictions when it comes to picks and bans because the German team and me, I kind of feel like I would spill too many beans if I talk about it. So either you gotta make predictions or we're just gonna see what happens basically.
Yeah, I know like a few players of the Russian team and also a few of the German team. And I know that for the Russian team, I know that, for example, Illuminati is like a really good tech player, I think. And he's actually
Illuminati
like
is
really
just
good overall.
is just good in everything. To
he's
be
just
honest,
like really good.
he's just generally a really good
Yeah.
player. So, but you are correct. I think like Illuminati said, its biggest strength is probably tech and accuracy as well. Very good ag player, and like naturally, if you're good at accuracy and tech, you're also kind of good at tech ag. So we will probably see. I honestly, let's be real. We're probably gonna see Salad play every single map.
Probably.
I don't think there's a single map here where we won't see them. So yeah,
I'm really curious for who's gonna like play all the maps for the German team, because I don't really know that much about the actual team, but I know, for example, like Kaki, he's like really good at ag, right?
yes, that is
Yeah.
correct.
Is she actually like really good at other stuff too? Because I just know he's really good at ag.
Kaki is very good at stuff that isn't extreme. So if you're looking at extreme speeds, that's kind of not Kaki's thing. Extremely slow stuff, for example, True Egg is also not a thing simply because he doesn't practice it. He's not bad at it, but it's not comparable to how good he is, for example, in mid speed.
Yeah,
Mid speed
okay.
is pretty ridiculous. Like Kaki's mid speed is really, really strong.
Yeah.
Also like tech mid speed.
Like sometimes on like some leaderboard, he just has like an insane score, and even like in tourneys, he just always like performs like really well.
Yeah. Also, he's like he's the most popular player probably in the entire tourney.
Yeah.
If you can trust chat.
Everyone is always excited when he plays. It's amazing.
Yeah. Kind of a legend at these days.
Yeah.
Anyways, we are already kind of starting out slowly. I feel like the players are starting to get live. We will start with warm-up maps, as every single match starts with a nice warm-up that the players can choose, which usually results in a bunch of meme maps and weird stuff, which is kind of good for the nerves.
Yep. And it's always fun watching like most likely shitpost maps for like the warm-ups.
Usually, yeah.
Usually it's always a shitpost map.
Wait a minute. I'm watching the warm-up song, so I'm not gonna spoil it, but I have to check if I'm correct about this, because if it is, that's actually hilarious. Let me quickly give this a small check.
You saying hilarious probably already means it's a shitpost.
It's like it's something that I did not expect at all. It actually that is so funny. That is so funny. Russia's warm-up pick is so freaking funny. Okay, that's oh man, they are actually okay. I love that. That is like I'm not gonna spoil it yet. You gotta wait.
Yeah.
But, like, it's actually you can see it too if you scroll up in the in the current match text. It has already been posted. But like for the viewers, it's quite the it's I don't know. Is it a declaration of war? Kinda. I don't know. It's interesting. They are definitely trying to tell the German team something with that warm-up map, and we will.
Yeah, I see.
That's an interesting choice. So we will see as soon all of the players are live, which should start to happen reasonably soon. The players are joining the voice chats currently. They are getting ready, and very soon we are going to start.
All right. Again, seed 9 and 11, I think it's gonna be like really close.
Yeah, definitely.
And I feel like if it's going to be like really close, then like the team that will win is gonna like feel really good because like one, they're like not out of the tournament, and they won like a pretty close match.
Yeah, you know, it's gonna be well deserved in any
Yeah.
case. Like even if you see, like even if we see a 4-0 here, I feel like that 4-0 wouldn't tell the full story. Because like if every match is won by like 200 points or something, it will seem like a clear sweep, but it's not at all.
Yeah.
You know, so in any case, I feel like it's gonna be very, very close. I feel honestly that we are not going to see a 4-0 because the teams do excel at certain things a little bit more than the other team. It's at least my kind of my expectations, to be honest.
Yeah, but even like 4-0s can also be like really close. For example, the I think it was the Dutch team versus Finland was also like 4-0, but it was also like a close match. Like all the maps were just like close, so it can also just be like really interesting, even if
Yeah,
it's 4-0.
exactly.
Still fun to watch.
It will be. It will definitely be fun to watch. And going up the winner, we can talk about the bracket a little bit here. The winner is going to go up against the winner from Denmark versus Finland, which both like are pretty like strong teams.
Yep.
And I feel like that's in favor of Denmark. So most likely the winner is gonna go up against Denmark. And frankly, like for Germany, that would be quite the rematch. And I feel like Denmark probably wants Germany to win to get revenge. It would be a rematch. Last year, Germany had the biggest upset of the tourney by winning against Denmark. And I'm so sure that they want their revenge now.
Yeah.
So we probably have an entire country rooting for like Germany here. So that would be interesting. But for that to happen, you know, two matches need to go the way of like for the right people to win. And that is not decided just yet. But that is definitely going to be very, very interesting to watch. I'm very curious about pretty much every single match that comes out now. Even those that seem a little one-sided, like in the United States, Sweden. I feel like every United States match is a little one-sided, but even that is going to be interesting because Sweden last year did take, I think, 2 matches off of the States. If I don't misremember.
Sure.
It was at least one. It was at least one, and they won by like 20 points or something. It was kind of crazy.
That's cool.
But they did, so you know they're probably looking into doing that same thing again. So it's gonna be interesting.
Right. So the first warm-up is going to be a Germany map.
Yeah. And it's going to be the classic German ranked song.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Saufen. It's Saufen. Morgens, mittags,
yeah.
abends, Saufen. So this one, I feel like everyone who's started to play like before, like mid 2020, knows this song very, very, very well because it was a huge meme for Germany. I don't know if the newest players would actually know this still because there are so many ranked maps now.
Probably remember if I know the song. Like if I hear the song, I'll probably be like, "Oh yeah, I know this."
Yeah. So you definitely know the song.
Yeah.
100%.
Just a German title, so I don't really know like.
You will recognize the song within seconds, if not milliseconds.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know the song.
Yeah, I was gonna say you probably don't even.
I know the song.
You don't even need to hear it. It's just going to. It's just gonna tell you.
It's just
All right.
the classic German song for Beat Saber.
It is exactly. It's like the
Yep.
big classic. All right. The map has loaded in, so TA will hopefully work its magic, and we will see a perfectly synced Saufen.
Right.
And considering that this is actually kind of a a map, we can actually maybe watch the scores a little bit to see how the players perform. And I just noticed what in the hell is going on with the profile pictures for the Russian team. There's so many
Oh, yeah.
faces.
I think I saw that on like a match before where they just all had like faces.
Is it
Must
is
be a
it all
plan.
the same? Is it all the same dude?
I have
It's all the
no
same dude,
idea.
is it not?
It
That's
looks like
probably
it. I don't know.
this is probably like someone known in the Russian community. I have no clue who this is. That is actually kind of hilarious.
Kind of seems
right.
like it, yeah.
But the map is loading, and oh my god, that is a big red face. Okay, the
All
QR
right.
code kind of saves us, but
So this is
yeah.
like mostly act, right? Or is it like shitpost?
No, this is mid speed, I'd say.
Oh, mid speed.
This is mid
I
speed.
can actually
yeah.
like already like kind of see like how they're gonna like perform on a mid speed.
Yeah.
If they all play like seriously, maybe.
Probably not everyone is going to play seriously, but
No. Like it's still a warm up. Oh. I just already missed 4 on the warm up.
yeah, that was probably.
I don't know if it was.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, I don't know what it was.
Hat irgendjemand von euch früher irgendwo da. Keine
Ja,
Ahnung.
ja, ja, ja.
Okay, they're having fun.
yeah, I mean, obviously. That's like the warm up, right? The warm up is
Bro,
fun.
it's just fun.
And it's also very
das
important,
verlieren
honestly.
wir
I said that
natürlich
before. Just having a nice way of being chill, you know, calming
Warte,
down
ich
a
muss
little
lauter
before a
machen.
big
Warte,
match.
warte.
It's
Yeah,
quite
it's just-
important.
Morgens, mittags, abends, ich will saufen. Jan muss
Warm up is always like fun to just
Morgens,
play
mittags,
and
Mittags,
also
abends, er muss
just
laufen.
Voices.
Morgens, mittags, abends, ich will saufen. Ja, laufen. Könnte wieder laufen. Laufen.
As you can see, Flu, for example, yeah.
Morgens,
Just having
mittags,
fun at the
abends,
same
ich will
You can see that
saufen.
Kaki's
Jan muss
obviously that Linux
laufen.
accuracy is also kind of
Morgens, mittags, abends, ich will
and obviously in the
saufen.
Illuminati set it's also very strong accuracy players. But
Mittags, abends, ich
this
will
is
saufen.
They always use these.
Wieder laufen.
I don't think so.
Wieder laufen!
It looks quite insane.
Maybe they're like all the same sabers, right? I
Uh,
saw it on like the last match too, that they like have all the same sabers.
that's true.
Like the same drill.
Ja,
Like,
was ich hab. Riesen voller Sound, alle in der Haut. Oh, an.
I'm trying to see if there's like
Das
some
ist
sort
ein
of branding in there.
Angebot,
Or
dass ich
these
auch
are
sagen kann.
Sabers made.
Saufen.
Actually, I
Morgens,
actually don't
mittags,
know. I would
abends, ich
assume
will
that these are Sabers probably
saufen.
made for the World
Der
Cup
Hahn
community.
muss
no
Yeah, it's kind of
laufen.
not
Morgens, mittags, abends, er muss laufen.
they're
Laufen.
still singing.
Morgens, mittags, abends, ich will laufen.
I mean, it's a great song.
Wieder laufen.
Kaki has picked up.
Wieder
A lot of players actually picked up. This. I feel like most players are not really used to this style of mapping anymore. Where you just have to randomly like vibe check yourself. Or like opposite stacks.
Also eigentlich muss Magician ja schreien.
Geht noch lauter.
Hauptsache Alkohol. Saufen.
Morgens, mittags, abends, wir wollen saufen.
I was just a bit confused of the glorious emote that was added to 7 TV. I saw that on the side. I was like, what in the hell is going on?
Laufen.
So everyone is very happy with that one. So
Morgens,
have fun, fellas. Have fun with the long
muss laufen.
remote name in the world.
Morgens, mittags, abends, er muss
Alright,
laufen.
I feel like we are nearing the end of the first warm-up match, and that will bring us very, very soon to the aforementioned warm-up match between Russia, which is, well, it's you know, it's an interesting choice. I will say the least. And I have already checked if I was correct in my assessment, and I was 100% correct. So I wonder if this is going to affect
Sieger der Herzen.
the rest of the match,
I'm
actually.
I'm really curious to like who's gonna take that
Hat
map,
er um
honestly.
5% gewonnen?
If oh, you mean
Fake.
during the warm-up?
Was?
I feel like it's not really. I don't think people are gonna play seriously, honestly.
No, of course.
So, all right, now that we're through, I can finally reveal Russia's warm-up map is 666. Actually, the
the one in the pool.
666 that is in the pool.
In the pool, they're actually
It is-
choosing a warm-up that's
they-
in the map
They
pool.
they freaking picked the pool, the map where everyone's like, yeah, we don't want to play this. They picked it as their warm-up. So, yeah. That is a very, very interesting choice, and I gotta say, I really wonder if that is like a
What if it's like-
challenge.
What if
Where
it's
they're like-
like a sign for the other team to be like, okay, this is actually a map they're really good at, or it's maybe like this is actually a map that we are like bad at. So
Yeah,
it
it
might
could
like
be-
play around with their like thoughts on like what to pick and ban.
It could be like it could be just mind games, right? At that
Yeah.
point.
Might actually be.
So I wonder. I really do wonder if Team Russia is gonna play this seriously now. Maybe it's like, you know, with picks and bans, you always have a bit of mind games going on, right? You kind of don't want your opponents to
Yeah.
know exactly what you are going for so that they don't ban it and stuff. So this could be maybe a bait for Germany, so that maybe if Team Russia wants Germany to ban this map, actually.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't want to play it, and they're like, you know what, we're gonna act like we want to play this, but we don't actually. So
Like, what if
I'm
they-
curious.
Like, what if they actually in the warm-up are going to get like insane scores, and it might actually make them think like, oh, I actually don't know if we should pick or ban this.
It could happen.
Yeah.
100% could happen. This is definitely a very, very bold choice, and I feel like it's you know it is a message to Team Germany.
I actually don't think I've ever seen a warm-up being a map of the map pool that's being played. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Neither have I. That is
Interesting.
like,
That's
never
actually really
happens.
interesting.
Yeah, it's quite the interesting choice.
Yeah. 666, the swing remix.
So this map is I feel like it's a bit feared. I don't know. This was probably banned yesterday, right? I don't actually remember.
I don't know.
I would assume so.
Really tech heavy map. It used to be like a really hard tech map, but I know that I think Bits nerfed it a lot, so it's like less heavy, but it's still like really heavy.
It is still very techy though.
Yeah.
It is the techiest map of the pool.
Yep.
And it is like during serious gameplay times, you know, during the match, even if the players try hard, I'm expecting a ton of misses. Considering that
Same.
this is a warm-up, I feel like a lot of players, especially those who don't really care about tech, are going to like they're probably not even gonna try. You know, I expect, you know, I know Nilik a bit. Nilik is probably gonna try hard this because he's very, very motivated. And it shows. Like if you look at Nilik's rank, he's popping off recently. It's really doing really well.
Yeah.
But Nilik is very, very motivated, and he's gonna try to get like MVP for this map. I'm pretty sure.
Because he's like rank 14 global, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. I saw him recently on a leaderboard, and I was like, wait, he's like actually really good at this game. He's
Yeah,
like
I
really
mean,
high, and
he
he's
was
just
he was
going-
he was good for a while, but I feel like since World Cup started, he gained like 6 ranks or something. So he went like from top 20 to now top 14, passing people like, you know, Gustav, Ceska, Tornado
Yeah.
and stuff. So, you know, pretty those people are also pretty good at the game.
Because I think with Nilik, he like a couple months ago, I think he was like just top 50, and now he's just ranked 14. Like
Yes,
he's just really good.
The improvement is definitely there, and I think a lot of it is, as I said, motivation. He's very, very motivated.
Yeah, like if you're just motivated, then everything just goes like so much easier. Definitely hard to keep motivated, so like that's like really good.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to be motivated if you improve constantly, right? So
Yeah.
so that probably helps.
The mindset of just always like improving, that's just like a hard thing, and like keeping like positive. Because there are going to be like, you know, like bad days, and it's like hard to not make that like less motivated for him.
So, as a small info, why the map hasn't started yet, one player is having issues downloading it actually, which scares me a little bit. It is part of the map pool. I hope every player actually like practice this. Just saying, you know. But you know, if we can't download the map, it kind of is hard to play. So they're trying to download it manually now. I feel like they did, and we will see if it works now.
Should be fine, I think.
Yeah, usually that kind of does it.
Yeah, usually you should at least have the mapples before
Yeah,
you play
this
in
is
the map.
exactly for every player. Even if you don't want to practice, just like use a tool of your own choosing, whether it is like the playlist manager, if it's like mod assistant, but download the entire pool. Just install the playlist so that you have every map. It's gonna make things way smoother during the actual matches.
Mhm.
So you know, maybe it's a good thing. Like if this map gets picked, we now know that every player, at least you know these 8 have it because they had to play it before.
So these are the same players playing the Warmup again, I think?
It is
Out of-
for Germany and it is not for
Oh, it's
Russia.
not for- yeah, I think
Yeah,
Kip is playing now.
exactly.
Yeah.
They swapped out half a Kip.
All right.
You know, this might actually be their lineup if this map gets picked during the actual match. There is
So
a
many mind
possibility
games.
of them really tryharding this.
It's part of their mind game.
Yeah, you know, it could really be. You know, I wouldn't put it past them to do this to get Germany to ban the map because they really don't want to play it. So, you know, but this might also it could backfire, you know, if they don't put out like if that is a plan, obviously. But if that is a plan and then they don't put up a really impressive performance, Germany's not gonna ban this. And that might be scary. I wanna see. I wanna see how they perform. Come on.
Yeah.
Put me into the map. Chief, put me in. Come on.
Yeah, I still think it's like really interesting choice picking the map of a map pool.
Yeah, I feel like Flu doesn't care. He's just sleeping.
But it's not even like just an ACMA or like just like a mid-speed map. It's like a really important map.
It is
Of
a
the
very
map hole.
important map. Imagine this being like the tiebreaker or something.
Yeah,
It can
a
happen.
really heavy tech map. Like it's not just a map in a map pool.
Ah, there you go.
There we go.
Flu doing some push-ups.
Really good song.
It do be
This-
quite.
yeah.
Like the swing version actually is. It kind of bobs.
I saw this on like the Q community channel once, and I was like, wait, like the song exists? Like it's just really good. Never expected to be like a
It's-
swing remix of 666.
Yeah, I also didn't like see that. And the first time I heard it, I was like, this seems weird, like weirdly familiar. Is Flu just going to do push-ups for the whole 3 minutes?
Why is he doing push-ups?
My man, you're gonna need your arms later. Also, I feel
Everyone
like
is
it's
already
not good
missing.
for your neck, like looking forward while doing it. You should
Maybe-
look downwards.
Maybe he has like his headset like tilted up his head.
I hope so.
I hope so.
Alright, but you can already see like Illuminati said the only one with like a FC
Yeah.
holding pretty ridiculous accuracy. We said it before, very strong tech player.
I've seen him on like some insane tech maps. Like I think he also plays like challenge deck stuff. That's also like insane.
Yeah.
And I believe
Just
he's
kind of
also,
stops caring.
I believe he also is like highly like ranked global. Is he?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what exactly. Let me quickly check. Rank 41.
That's high.
That is pretty high,
Yeah.
with an average ranked deck of like 96.8. So, you know, that is pretty good, I would say. Oh god, I just noticed that Busy is close to 98% average accuracy.
Who
That's-
is?
Busy is close to 98%
Busy.
average ranked deck, which is kind of stupid. But this is not Busy's time. We're not gonna gush too much about him now, and instead like focus on this warm up. And I feel like honestly, like I don't know if they were just memeing, because like this would not make me want to ban this map, because none of the players is actually able to play this properly right now,
Yeah.
except for Salad.
But what if they maybe like chose only Salah that is like good, while they maybe have other players on the team that's actually good?
Oh, I mean
And-
that's fair.
Imagine like it's all like the mind games. You never know.
That could be. He actually
never know.
FC'd it. Very, very impressive.
Damn.
And Flu actually,
FC.
Flu actually like did it. Very, very impressive. 3 minutes of like.
Blue, his
Push-ups.
miss count is the same as Salad's FC count.
Oh my god! What
He
a
missed all-
coincidence!
He missed all of the notes.
That is incredible.
All right. That included the warm-ups.
Yeah, that was the warm up, which means now we're actually getting to the real stuff, which is going to be picks and bans. But before that, the team captains will flick a coin, or rather, they're going to roll a dice from 0 to 100.
All
It's
right.
not really, it's not really a coin flip. And that is going to decide on how the picks and bans are going to go. Okay, Magician rolled a legendary 15. Very impressive. Good job, Magician. And Alternate rolled a 94.
94.
Yeah, so
That's going
that's
to
a
the Russian side.
very skillful roll. Insane. So this means that Team Germany is going to be the first ban and second pick.
Yep.
And as a reminder, being first ban is actually kind of not great, because you don't want to accidentally ban a map that your opponents want to ban. Sometimes that happens.
Oh,
Actually,
yeah.
quite a lot of times.
Yeah.
So now
Yeah.
the interesting part begins.
Happens a lot on like if Germany, for example, is like a really ag based, then they usually just want to like ban the speed.
Yes.
Same for like tech. And if there's like 2 speed maps, then you usually just ban like the speed, and maybe the other team also just want to ban like
Huh?
the same speed map.
I'm sorry that I'm confused, but Russia chose to be Team 1 for some reason.
What?
Russia chose to be Team 1. They chose to ban first and pick second. This team is a menace. Like, what is
so confused.
what is happening?
So they want to ban first now?
Yes, they want to ban first and pick
Why?
second. They put themselves into a disadvantage on purpose. That is actually, I don't know, it's kind of a chat move, I guess. It's
That's amazing.
oh my god. Okay, I'm actually getting scared of Team Russia now. Like they don't care.
They are playing
They-
with their opponent's minds.
All right, so bans. Russia is gonna ban 10 for 10, and Germany bans Reverie, which
Germany
means
banning
that
the
a
speed
mid-speed map and a speed map is gone. 666 is still on the table. This is
Understandable.
it's not expected. Oh my god.
Understandable banning Reverie is like a 370 BPM, like that's fast. And not
It
like
is- it
not a
is-
lot of players can actually like do that.
It is unrankably fast. Yes.
Yeah.
So as a reminder, this tournament does not have the same criteria for maps as like the ranking criteria are. So I think the highest BPM we are going to see in the tourney is 400.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, people who only play ranked probably not ready for these maps. Right. So Reverie is also is definitely gone, and Germany goes for Chinko, which is not surprising to me at all. This is a map that is definitely accuracy. It is a tech map. I think that this version is in the newest accuracy campaign. An old version of this map, I think, is ranked on Saber. So most players who play accuracy are very familiar with this. And in general, I feel like this is definitely a good choice for Team Germany. But that being said, you know, Russia is no pushover when it comes to tech as well.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with like the act of Russian's team. I know like with Kaki, he's like obviously just like really good. But I like how is like Nilik? Because I heard he's like a really good speed player, right? But how is he like on act?
I mean, Nilik is basically how you like any top player. Just really good at everything, but mostly like the strength is speed.
Speed, yeah.
Yeah, you know, pretty much how you would imagine it. You know, accuracy definitely scales down. He can definitely go for 98s on mid speed and stuff. So usually stuff like Tech Act doesn't really scare him. So he's gonna be able to definitely play here. And
Yeah.
he's actually on the team. So the German team is just Nilik, Kaki, and MJ. And the Russian players are Kip, Salad, Resonate, and Alternate.
I think you see it a lot lately with like top players where they are just like really good at like the ranked stuff, but also like act being just a normal like good skill for them.
It's quite interesting because at this point I feel like it's required to be a top player. I don't think you can become a fully top player if you don't have the act.
Yeah.
Because players are so good these days that speed is going like over 97% and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What the heck? I'm getting weird messages right now. I'm a bit confused. So apparently I'm required to read something in chat. I have no idea what.
Oh.
Oh, what? They want me to play this map. That's a bad idea. This map is not my strength, brother.
Yeah, let's let the caster play for the tournament real quick.
I mean, last year I casted and played for Team Germany.
Oh.
I did, and I missed at the accuracy map. That was the very high skill situation for me.
Oh no.
Made for a good moment. I played for one map and I missed. This was beautiful.
We can see the players now.
Yeah, so
Yep.
I think the most interesting part is going to be, and this is something I can't really answer, whether or not all 4 players in Team Russia have the accuracy on this map.
Oh.
Or if it's only like 2 or 3. Because I think Team Russia definitely has at least 2 players that will be able to very easily play this. And I think that's going to be Kip, Salad, and Alternate. Resonate is an accuracy player. I don't know if he can like keep up, or maybe I'm like wrong because I gotta be honest, I'm not an expert on Team Russia. So maybe Rizzo can actually outact like Kip or something. I don't know, but I feel like that is the deciding factor now, because Team Germany is very strong on accuracy.
Yeah, I have like no idea who's gonna win this one. I think it's gonna be. Like,
It's going to be quite the important like round because it is gonna decide everything going from here.
yeah.
If Team Germany can't win this, they need to change their whole setup. Okay, so Alternate just started playing.
Oh yeah. All right, we can see the players now.
All right, there we go.
All right.
And the beginning is not gonna tell us too much, as always.
That's always when like the act just plays around a little.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while. There is a slight not a slight, quite the advantage for Team Germany currently, but the map hasn't started yet. Kaki and MJ. Oh, damn. MJ is acting out of his mind. Jesus Christ. Holding that 98.5 as well. Very, very strong.
You can already see like it's act, but it's also like a little techie.
Yes.
Hard to act.
Which makes Kaki very, very good at this.
Yeah.
But as you can tell, now that things got a little bit more complicated, players like Resonate actually stayed at their accuracy levels, and everyone else kind of dropped, which makes this. I'm actually surprised that Alternate is the one who's the lowest, but as I said, I don't really know the players that much. But now the difference is only 0.1%.
You
That's
can actually
not a
see it going down.
Ooh, someone had a shit cut on Team Russia right there.
Oh.
That was probably a very, very crazy underswing. I think for Salad actually on the left hand, you can see the average cut being very low.
It's getting closer and closer actually.
Yeah, and MJ and Kip fighting for that MVP spot. Both out-hacking Kaki. Insane scores, and the scores actually get closer between the teams. Only a difference of 0.07%. The longer the map goes, the closer it becomes. We're only halfway
It's
through.
getting 0.06 like difference.
It's so close.
Haki and Kip also playing around with like the MVP and MJ.
And MJ, they are
They're
at the
all-
exact same ac, and Illuminati Salad as well. You have 4 players at the exact same accuracy.
Yeah, we have Salad, Kip, and the MJ and Kaki, both on like the same like act. You can see like the MVP it just keeps like switching.
It's so close. And the only thing that is missing for Team Russia is that Alternate is not quite able to keep up. They're missing just a tad accuracy there.
Just a little.
It's not much. None of the players can miss here because the score difference is 0.05%. It's getting closer still.
If Alternate gets his act up like just like a couple like 0.5, like
That would be
And
enough, yes.
that will be just enough, just to like take the match.
And both teams acting up, but the score difference doesn't change. 0.05%
It's
still.
always around the same.
We got like a minute left.
Really, just gotta like hope on Alternate to like gain his act like up just by a little. Would just be
Yes,
enough.
and Salad is doing his best right now to act up during this part, taking the MVP for himself.
Salad actually gained act. And Kip too.
Quite a bit, yeah.
He
Me and
actually
Kip.
gained 0.1 just on an act map. Like
And I think the reason why Team Germany does not lag behind is because that type of accuracy is just like the right thing for Just. And I did not do that on purpose, by the way. But he is very, very good at like straightforward accuracy. So his accuracy rose by like 0.3% there. That's the only reason why Germany is still in the lead.
0.06 different, 0.05.
It's really
Keeps
close.
getting around
but
the
if
same
no one
difference.
misses, I think Germany got this by a
Yep.
minuscule difference. And there we go. Score difference of around 2,000 points. That is not a
Curious
lot.
if they will take like a replay because they know that Alternate was like a lot lower than the rest, and he might think I might be able to do a lot better.
It depends if he underperformed. Actually, I can
Yeah.
take a look at the. He did put in 7 scores for the qualifiers, which means that he can definitely act. The request. I mean, we will see. We will see. I feel like it would be a wasted replay because you don't know if Team Germany can actually improve as well, right? You might
Yeah.
rather go for stuff you know you're better at it. I feel like if I were Team Russia, I wouldn't replay. But honestly, Team Russia has been like they I don't know. Their decisions are too like 4-dimensional for me to understand. There's some galaxy brain shit going on that I don't understand. So I'm not really gonna like say they're not gonna replay, even though I don't expect it.
Yeah, usually when there's like unnecessary like misses, like shit misses, then you usually see like a replay. And with Egg, it's like a lot of like risk because you don't know like is the like am I even gonna do better, you know?
Mm.
And might actually be that the opponent is going to do better.
And we are not seeing a replay. That is
No
the
replay.
correct
Yep.
that is the correct choice. As you said, it's very difficult, at least in long maps, to improve your accuracy from one play to another.
Yeah.
It happens sometimes where you have a god run, but you can't really control it unless you have a wrong offset on something. So it is not really the right choice to go for replays unless you know that one player severely underperformed.
And now we see that Russia is picking Kama.
Which is like speed.
Yeah, that's
It's the other speed
obviously
map.
speed map. Yep. I think the first half of that map is like slower than the second half. I think
Yeah,
it actually builds the BPM.
It does, yes. So
Whereas it's like a
it is like
little-
the map's BPM that is like set in the game is 256, but it goes up to 340, which is quite the speed up. 340 is like
Yeah,
really
that's fast.
And this is probably gonna. I assume this is gonna be heavily in favor of Team Russia, but then again, I don't know. I don't know if they have. They probably have 3 players who can deal with this, and I think Germany has probably 2.
Hmm.
Okay, Magician says they take this, so obviously Germany is gonna win. The Magician can't be wrong. He's gonna do some magic tricks.
Not really.
Players are still kinda like keeping themselves warm currently. Really trying to not lose the edge of warmth. All right, the teams are also set. We know who's gonna play now. For Team Russia, we are going to see Kip, Salad, Alternate, and Senicello. I hope that's how you pronounce it.
I think so.
And for Germany, we're going to see obviously Nilik. That's not a surprise. Sharks,
Speed.
MHT, and Flu.
Yeah, Nilik for the speed.
Honestly, Nilik is like obviously for speed. He's
Yep.
gonna be our carry. And I say our because I'm kind of German, but you know I should be a little bit more neutral, I guess.
I guess it's kind of just like how it goes naturally. When it's
Yeah,
like your own
kinda.
country.
It's just intuition at this point. But honestly, I feel like these teams make a lot of sense. With MHT and Flu also being the best in speed for Team Germany. So this is going to be interesting because again, as the match before, this will tell us a lot about how the rest of the picks and bans are gonna go. Because if this doesn't work out, Russia might need to completely switch to heavy tech. If you have like players who just miss a bunch, you know, like maybe a misread somewhere, you will lose out on so many points, and that can make a huge difference in tourney. You know, just being good
Yeah.
at something is not enough to be good in tourneys. So you're gonna have the stamina. I mean, this is almost a 5-minute map, so stamina is not unimportant. You gotta have the consistency. You have the mental stamina, also something I think we don't talk about enough. All of that
It's
stuff.
definitely like, for example, like with being like nervous, just also like plays just a really big role. Like, when
Absolutely,
you're nervous, especially like on like big maps, you just really don't want to mess it up. When you have to like replay, have to play the 5-minute map again.
Yeah, imagine that. Just
Yeah.
5 minutes of speed twice. That'd be quite painful. I don't know. Sometimes teams also kind of replay and then they don't play to tire out their opponents.
Oh
Also seen that happen occasionally.
yeah. All right, we're seeing the players now.
Yeah, they are all in the match room. A few players are
for
still
Russia-
preparing their sabers.
For Russia, I know that Kip and Salad and Alternate are like all 3 like really good at speed, right?
I think so too.
Yeah. With
Which-
Sanicella, I don't know much about like his speed, but when I look at his top plays, I do see like a lot of speed. So that might actually also like help.
That will definitely help.
Yeah.
Just being able to play speed is, you know, quite important.
Hmm
But I feel like this is kind of like if you look at the leaderboards for like Team Russia, you can see that they have 2 people in the top 50, one in top like 150, and then Senecello at top 500. So you have basically one player who's not an Omega Speed Lord, because if you're top
Yeah.
150, you can't play Speed to a degree, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be. I feel like this is a uphill battle for Team Germany. It's gonna be quite difficult. Probably for some players to even keep full combo throughout this, like not full combo, but just to keep combo.
Comboing this map is like hard.
Yeah,
'Cause a lot of people don't actually see the BPM change coming. Like if you
yeah, especially if you didn't practice.
Yeah, if you practice, then you like know when the BPM change is coming. But when you don't, then you just have to like read it.
And immediately at the speed up, you can see Team Germany losing a whole percent of accuracy.
Yeah.
Flu actually dropping below that 96%. You can see that Flu is a boom up by his offset.
Yeah.
Quite the
Yeah,
score
good
difference
song.
already. And you can see Kip holding that almost at that 98%.
Almost. Almost a percent change. Oh, never mind. We got Senecello with a miss.
Yeah, but Flu also missed, so things are still
Oh, yeah.
pretty much equal in that regard.
0.7 difference so far. But everything might like change and like the BPM change. Because now it's just like high and mid speed. But when like the BPM change, then that's like actual like high speed.
Yes.
You might actually like see like a little difference. Flu picking up another miss.
Meanwhile, Nidic and Kip trying to get that MVP spot. Nidic kinda staying at that 97.3 while Kip kinda dropped off a little bit. Salad also picked up a
Salad
miss.
actually missing, yeah. Yeah, Milex still with the FC and the MVP. Good hack.
Definitely very, very
Really
strong.
good hack. Around the same as Kip. Also
Yeah.
on an FC.
Kip is rising again,
basically
and
the
Nidic
same
is
hack.
dropping off a bit.
But because of the misses on Germany team, you can still see like Russian still having the lead.
Yeah, but it's not just that. Honestly, Flu, if you look at the average cuts, is not. I don't think even holding a 95 currently at a full combo. Flu is a little out of practice. Also wasn't really able to practice the map pools, as I've heard, if I'm not mistaken. So is a bit in a rough spot. So there are going to be some misses. Another miss by Sharks. Team Germany now almost in a higher percentage below Team Russia. So this is
Yeah.
pretty much like dead in favor for Team Russia.
Yeah, you will just still see misses.
Yeah, it is speeding up. It's still speeding up, or rather, it was speeding up because we have a moment of calmness now.
And soon you will see the change. Then it's going to speed up.
I'm actually surprised that Salad's accuracy is not quite as high as I expected. Looking at the average cuts, like Kip and Nidic are quite a bit above the average cut from
yeah.
Salad. And Salad is
Kip-
keeping on missing here. Not
Kip is
able
just
to
doing
keep
really
the combo.
good though.
Kip is,
Kip is doing really good. Yeah.
It is,
Getting a 97 still is just really good. Except for Nilik. Both just perform really good.
and as you can see, the map is getting
Now
freaking
it's getting
fast
fast.
now.
Now it's getting fast.
And we
Kip
still
picking
got
up a miss. He lost his FC.
And it doesn't really matter because the rest of the team is just like Elton is still FCing right as I said, that he's
Alternate.
not anymore,
Yeah.
but like
Oh no.
the left hand was a little mistimed. But still, you know, it's like the entire team is doing substantially better. Blue is at like 50 misses now. I don't really see what happened. Probably like an entire misread on the stream or something.
Yeah, more than
This
a
is-
percent.
Yeah, and this is kind of what I meant, right? If you don't have the full lineup to handle certain speeds, this is what can happen. You will just not be able to.
Yeah, like you can always
We-
have like 1 or 2 players that just perform really good, but if the other 2 players are just not as good, then yeah, you get this.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, Sharks and MHD are they're doing pretty decent. You know, 4 misses, 1 misses. That's a pretty impressive
That's good.
score.
Yeah.
Obviously, Nilik is kind of holding that 97%, which is ridiculous.
The only 97 and the only FC.
Yeah,
in this
very
match.
very ridiculous score, but in the end, not enough to I feel like he would have to have a 100% on this map to carry this, which is obviously impossible. So in the end, Germany losing by quite like what was it 150,000 points.
I don't think I'm expecting a replay here, because you can just like see that German's just not that good at speed compared to like
Yes,
Russian team.
It's kind of expected, right?
Yeah,
So definitely, well played to everyone, but this is very clear cut for Russia. But that was also the only speed map left because the other one was banned.
yep.
Which was
Mercury banned.
obviously, as we could see, a very good call to get rid of it.
370 BPM. That's fast.
All right, we are
No
going to
replay.
see. Yeah, well, who would have guessed? Yeah, so we are seeing 2 more bans now. So I'm assuming that we're going to see a repeat of what happened earlier with Germany getting rid of the faster stuff and Russia trying to get rid of like slower mid-speed stuff. Okay, so 666 has been banned.
Yep. The Warmup map has been banned.
It is gone now.
I do need to go to the bathroom really quick, so I'll be back really quick.
Yeah, have fun.
Have fun.
All right, so next up is going to be a ban by Russia. I'm assuming that we are going to see a ban in the lower mid-speed or accuracy categories. We've already seen an egg map. The egg map definitely went towards the side of Team Germany, so I'm assuming that simulation or bubble tea is going to get banned. That would honestly be what I do, but you never know. You never know. Maybe it is better to actually like get rid of something mid-speedy, because here's the thing: if you miss, if you like bank on a miss, which is somewhat a valid strategy, but if you bank on a miss on accuracy, that miss, like if your opponents miss and you know you will full combo, that will give you the victory on that map. That's not what happens on mid-speed. If the accuracy of the opposing team is better on mid-speed, they can actually make up for a miss because there are way more nodes going in. So there are definitely a lot of reasonable strategies that can involve just not going for the most obvious map and instead going for something where you know that you will probably gonna lose. And actually, Team Russia bans missed okay, that I didn't expect. Missed injections is actually not even mid-speed anymore. Not quite, at least. That is an interesting choice.
All right, I'm back. Hello.
Welcome back. So Team Russia banned missed injections.
Missed injections.
That's a balanced map, and for a reminder for everyone, balanced is basically a map category used in tourneys where the map pullers are like, this is a bit fast for mid speed, but not quite fast enough for speed. You know, so it's like it's definitely upper mid speed or like lower speed.
Yeah. And
So
that's actually kind of interesting.
Yeah,
because
I agree.
they just won on like a speed map, and since this is like upper mid speed, you could expect them maybe to like pick another speed map, but they actually ban it. It's
It's very
interesting.
interesting. Quite interesting. I wonder if it's maybe because they expect it to be a little bit too hackable.
Yeah. But I would say if there's like only like act maps left, then it's kind of like an odd choice to ban like the upper mid speed map is if that map is like kind of in your favor.
Yeah, it's a weird choice, definitely, especially after they picked Funeral Derangements, which is also a balanced map. I think it's slightly faster that missed injections, but that makes the choice of ban very weird to me. I'm not sure what the reason is. It is, yeah, it is.
Funeral
It is
during
definitely. We're looking at 315 BPM, so this is definitely a little bit faster still. Some people would probably call this even speed, but I think it varies a lot. You have a lot of mid-speed parts. You have even some very hackable parts. So
It's just
yeah,
like a couple jumps that is like a little speed, but it's only like a couple jumps.
very interesting. However, Team Russia will play with Kip, Salad, Alternate, and Sanicello. I think that's the exact same lineup we had earlier.
Yep. Oh, now we
And-
actually, for the German, we got Nilik, Sharks, and MHD, and Skygen. First time we see
Alright.
him today.
Yeah, so Skygen does replace Flu. I wonder if Flu is maybe like also not really in good form today, or if maybe the speed is just better suited for Skygen, which could definitely be the case. You know, Sky had always had like a upper speed limit, not just like for tracking, but also for capability. I think that's also like extreme speeds are just not his thing. So this might actually just be way more in his favor than for Flu.
Yeah, I'm just really curious how Skygen's gonna play, because I know that like 2 years ago he was just like really good at this game, and when I played like against him, he was always just like a really nice guy to play against, and just also like really good, of course.
I mean, you
And
both also had like the same like map specialties with like playing Goodike, right? You
Yeah.
also love that.
I just haven't really seen much of Skygen lately. I think he mainly just like plays for tournaments now, doesn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm actually like I try to remember. Did Sky? I think Sky played in the German tournament actually. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I just think he likes playing in like tournaments a lot.
It's honestly it's kind of like the Silver Haze treatment, right? Kind of
Yeah.
not that active in the game anymore, but like still going to tourneys and still kind of being unreasonably good at it.
Yep.
All right, so this one is definitely going to be a bit closer than the last one. It's not quite as fast, so I feel like Team Germany is going to be able to do a little bit better. However, we also don't like the only one who's like is a really hard carry on Team Germany is Nilik. And
Yeah.
I don't know, like this is the problem with maps like these are that being able to play them is not enough for World Cup. You need to be able to actually kind of act them.
Yeah.
That's
you're-
hard as hell.
Because like a year ago, or like a year before, it was always like the less misses is just best, because nobody really cared about hacking. It was always just hitting the speed, and that's what usually decided like the match.
Yes. Alright, starting out with some weird crossovers. Nobody missed, luckily, on those. And the map is starting out.
Hopefully, no misses at the start. Is always unfortunate if you miss at the start. Oh, and we actually got a miss on MHD at the start.
That is very unfortunate because it's quite early.
Yeah.
The song is also very loud. I just noticed. It is quite a bit louder than the map.
Usual
the matches before that we had. And another miss for Team Germany, this time by Sky. And we're kind of seeing a repeat with the MVPs, right? We can
Yeah.
see Kip and Nilik just fighting for that spot.
Salad too. Salad just on the same mag.
Yeah, this is probably just more in his speed range.
Yeah, you can definitely see like Nilik and Kip and Cell like being around the same like ag and on the speed.
Which also makes it like very obvious, which what I said earlier. Just being able to play this, not quite enough, right? Because you have people at 97%, multiple for Team Russia, and Team Germany is like struggling with a 96, except for Nilik. It's just too fast for most of them.
Yeah. Like with one miss, it's just not enough.
So the only way Germany can actually win this is by like a complete misplay on Team Russia's side. Like one of the players just needs to really screw up, and banking on that is usually not a good tactic.
Yeah, because
doesn't
even
happen.
having the double misses of Germany, it's just might not actually be enough just because of their act. Like their act is just really good. They all have really good act.
Yeah. This song slaps. Like I just want to say that.
Good song.
It's a very good song. We are about halfway through now.
The
You can
0.6
see the
difference.
jumps. Yeah, the jumps you mentioned earlier, which are, you know, easy to mess up. You know, if you just miss time one, you're just gonna have a bunch of misses.
Like it's hard to like say if it's like a speed map or like a mid speed because I would say it's a mid speed because most of it is just like mid speed, but you see like a couple jumps of like 4 notes per hand or sometimes just like one flick. Still 3 scores above a 97. Got a couple FCs. 2 FCs of Salad and Kip, and Nilik actually picking up a miss.
It doesn't. It's very unfortunate, but doesn't really make that huge of a difference considering
Yeah.
like the score difference. And kind of as I predicted, the difference is not as extreme as before. 0.5% actually, which is not insane, especially at this accuracy range.
It's actually
around-
not that, not that big of a difference. Like a couple misses on Russia's side, and it actually like.
As I
evens
said,
it
you know,
out.
one misread for a player who just misreads a stream could make the difference here, but that usually doesn't happen in World Cup. And you know, banking on like tracking losses is kind of, I don't know. We don't talk about that.
Yeah.
Nilig is almost
Alright.
at a 97 with a miss.
With a miss.
That
almost
is-
having this. Yeah, almost having the same egg as Kip and Salad with a miss.
That is actually
He's
kind
just really good.
of ridiculous. So the top
Alright.
scores on this map would have been like a 97.42 by Garish. So all of these scores are actually very, very good.
And Russia taking the map.
Yes, and we are not seeing a replay here. I'm calling that one with confidence. If Magician actually replays this, I don't know. I'm
I would be very
take
surprised.
take my car and just like choke him out a bit. Okay, no replay. Magician is saved. This means that Russia actually in the lead now, having
I'm
won
curious.
2 maps. And every so far every pick has been in favor of the one who picked. But we gotta say something, right? Team Russia won their maps way more convincingly than Germany won
Yeah.
theirs. The egg map was very close. The balanced and speed maps, not at all. Like there was just no contest. So Germany's gonna they have to really lay in the egg now.
They
Okay,
picked
Germany
Bubble
picked
Tea.
Bubble Tea.
Yep.
Okay, Bubble Tea, I think slowest and most eggable map in the pool, which makes it a very, very obvious choice for Germany.
This is a really big act map. Really easy to act.
It is, yes. And Germany is gonna start with just Nilik, Kaki, and Skygen. So the MJ is actually not playing. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, it's MJ's birthday today. We got a birthday boy.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday! Now I say it right as you don't play. That's wow. I'm such a
Damn.
nice guy. That's very rude.
Should have done it
actually.
while he was playing.
I should have. I don't know. I forgot. So happy birthday, MJ! And Team Russia
So unfortunate.
playing with Kip, Salad, Alternate, and Resonate. But I mean, like that means that he can probably actually hear me now because he's actually listened to the stream. So maybe it's actually better that way. Hopefully, I don't know.
Hopefully. Yeah, I got to resonate again. Like I said, act player. Be good to bring him in. And I think so far, we have seen Kip, Salad, and Alternate play every map, right?
Yes, I think they have like the trinity of of like good scores on the team.
Yeah.
Which also is visible on the qualifiers. Like if you look at the qualifiers, you can see that Kip, Salad, and Alternate all played 7 maps. Like they have 7 sets scores and 7 have counted. So they will be on every single map. And I think the only one that's like you switched out around is like Senicello and Resonate usually.
Yeah. Well, with Germany, we see Nilik. He has played every map so far, I think.
Yes.
And that's it. The other players keep like switching around.
Yeah. Which like is I feel like is it actually a good thing for team setups because it means that you have like expert in certain categories and stuff.
Yeah, it kind of like depends. Like it's a bad thing if like every player is just not really good at everything. Then you kind of like switch stuff around. But if you have like, for example, Kaki, he's just like a really good ag player. Like if there's an ag map, you just have to bring it in.
Yeah.
You have to bring in. Yeah.
All right, players are pretty much ready. This map is very chill. The song is chill. So we have 4 minutes of probably not chill act because it's gonna be quite the battle. But at least we have a chill
A
song.
little chill song. Kind of little
Yeah.
break.
A
Map. Oh.
bunch of less energy in the song than the one that we had before.
Yeah. One before was like metal, a little speed. And the one before that was even more speed. And now we get like a
Yes.
little ag. So it's a nice little break too.
So I feel like this is probably in favor of Germany, and most people agree with me. If I look at the channel points, I think it was like 170,000 to like 22,000. So
me
most
see.
people believe
Yeah.
that Germany can take this.
So this might actually be a 2-2. You never know.
It very likely might be. Let's see how it goes.
And we still have no tracking, no replays, right? We still
Yeah,
have
no replays just yet.
Let's just hope that nobody will miss on a true ag map.
I mean, it's not true act, but let's hope that they don't miss. Period. What is? Oh my God! Resonates. HSV is like cursed. He doesn't have
Why?
numbers.
Oh, it's so high.
It's just like it's grading, like going A, B, C, or S if he does really well. That's
I don't think I've ever
ridiculous.
seen that. Usually
And
it's always
let's-
like numbers, like big numbers, but never like characters, like letters.
Yeah, this is going like ABC. And look at that accuracy! They're identical already.
Oh my god. That
It's
is
so
actually so close
freaking
already.
close already. Like the map doesn't, like, it hasn't really started yet.
But still.
Resonate with a 99-1. Oh
And now
my
you
God.
can see them going up
Insane.
a little. Russia actually a little ahead.
Yeah, because Resonate is just acting out of his
Yeah.
mind. Look at that act. Oh my goodness.
99.07.
That's actually super insane. Oh my God. Now you just gotta keep it for 4 minutes straight, which is not easy, but that is super impressive. And Team Russia ahead by 0.15% currently.
There's only 2 players that are above a 98.8, and that is Salad and Resonate. All the rest is just like below the 98.7. Resonate just farming
Resonate is really
well.
carrying this.
That's just an insane play so far.
Doing amazing. Also, Illuminati said at that 98.9, also very, very insanely good score.
And it's actually really funny because everyone voted on Germany, but actually Russia being a little ahead.
Yeah, and they probably knew this. You know, Resonate being like a ridiculous ad player, I feel like most of the ad community kind of know this. Okay, he dropped below that 99. That 99.1 did catch me off guard, not gonna lie. I did not expect that at all. I knew that Resonate is ridiculous, but I did not expect it to that degree because he was completely equalizing Alternate's 98.2. Meanwhile, Germany is like hanging out around like 98.5 to 98.7, with Skygen actually leading the pack for Team Germany. So, you know,
They can
that is
still like
also something that people probably didn't expect, that this guy is actually like the egg leader.
you can still see Resonate 99 now.
Yeah, the slow parts
On
are
the
just
dot.
exactly what he can do.
Yeah. And also still Salad also perform really good. Might actually go to Russia.
Yeah, and this is probably a mispick in that regard. Because
actually really
even
interesting,
if they like kind of turn it around, not being able to convincingly take this makes this very, very dangerous. Because next up is probably, let me quickly check again before I lie. I've been known to lie. We had a Germany pick, so yeah, after this Russia will pick, and which means that, well, Germany will have to play against Russia on their own pick. There's not much like speedy stuff left, but it's going to that's going to put them at a really rough spot now.
Yeah. Because
Map is
I don't
over.
think there's like anything of speed left, right? Is there
No,
anything?
speed is gone. Balance maps are also gone. So there
Yeah.
is, I think there's tech left. There's a tech map left, which is probably going to be their pick.
And 666 is also banned, I believe.
Yeah. So
So there's no
butterfly
tech
twist,
only act.
cooling closet map. That's probably going to be their pick, I would assume.
Oh
So
yeah.
some people in chat have made serious bank right now. Like serious. That's like a 1 to like 7 trade-in ratio or something. I'm not sure. That's pretty insane.
They just played really well, Russia.
Yeah, so definitely insanely played. You know, Kip, Salad, and Resonate kind of above like everyone in the German team. Very, very well. That is actually like that. I think that's unexpected for many, because Germany
A
is
lot of
known
people.
as the accuracy team.
It's really interesting. Oh, a replay.
A replay. Okay,
Replay.
okay.
A replay from Germany.
So I wonder who will egg up now, because you know the score difference is 1,700 points, which is not insane, but it does require all of Germany's team to act better.
Like everyone of Germany has to like actually do better to take this win.
Yes, because you know you're like one player getting 1,700 more points is unreasonable. You're not gonna have like just come in and be like, okay, I 99.5 this map now. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
So everyone has to improve, but honestly, I feel like this makes sense because Germany has to win this.
Would actually be really cool if Germany actually did gate his egg up and actually won from Russia from a replay. But it's
Could
going to be like really
that would be
it's going to
hype
be
as hell.
really hard.
That would
It's
be hype
really
as
hard.
hell. But we are going to seeing the same map again, nice and calm, you know, but this time I'm pretty sure Team Germany is sweating a lot.
So they have to be higher than a 98.72.
Yeah, that's like everyone has to improve by 0.1%. And hope that Russia doesn't improve.
Yeah, if they even like improve, have to get higher than a 2. But a 98.72. That's high.
It's a tall order. It's not gonna be easy at all.
Right.
I mean, I said it before, Kaki is usually a player that kind of needs to get into maps oftentimes, but I'm not sure if that's the truth for like a map like this, because this is like not very complicated. So usually it's easy to get into it. So Resonate already starting off with ridiculous accuracy again.
What the hell?
But it is the beginning, right? So
Yeah.
doesn't really tell us too much. There are some doubles coming up that are going to drop their accuracies quite a bit.
Yeah, but you can still
And-
look from looking at all the other players and then seeing Reasonate's act. Like he's the only one with a 99. Even a 99.12. Like that's not just nothing. Even on the
Yeah.
start of the map.
Which is like even at this speed, very, very impressive.
Yeah. I'm really curious if Germany can take this.
That nice really caught me off guard.
Yeah,
I was like, what the hell is going
I was
on?
like, nice.
Nice. But Germany is currently holding above the threshold that they need, but Team Russia is currently still ahead.
So going higher.
Resonate still holding above that 99. I think the accuracy is actually quite identical to earlier. Team Germany has Just and Kaki and Sky with significantly higher accuracies.
Might actually
Nine
closer than
under-
expected.
by a mile.
Under swing?
Yeah. The pulse swing was just not
Oh,
there.
no. The
Dropped off his
3 point
score
gone.
quite a bit, and everyone else also dropped a bit. Kaki now
Yeah.
the only one holding above that 98.7. And remember, they need an average of 98.72.
Russia's so far actually going higher. So
Yeah, Resonate holding the 99 currently.
Germany is almost at the act that they needed to be at, but now that Russia's even higher act, that's really hard.
Yeah, Nilik and Just need to act up. Kaki and Sky are kind of there, but as I said, everyone needs to improve here. If you want an egg improve, everyone needs to improve. You can't bank on one person.
But still, like the fact that they actually so far 0.1, like that they actually like gained that act, that's actually still really good.
Yeah, but so did Team Russia. So
Yeah.
it's not enough.
And that's even like on a higher act, so that's even like more impressive.
Something tells me that Resonate might actually be able to 99 this time around.
I think you can.
You definitely can.
Germany currently at the act that they needed to be. Still not enough. Still not enough.
This definitely spells trouble.
What a chill song.
It is quite chill. There is still hope for Team Germany. Acting up a bit with the miss on Russia's side would give them the win. But again, hoping for a miss is not the place to be in the tournament. And Resonate actually dropped below that 99 again. Still has a chance. This looks very, very good for
Yeah.
Team Russia. I feel
Russia
like Team
picked this one.
Germany is actually doomed.
They still did better though, which is actually really surprising because it's actually like for all the players improving,
Both teams actually improved by pretty
Yeah,
much the same
both.
rate.
all the players just improved like a lot. Like on this act, like 0.1 seemed like it seemed like nothing, but it is just a lot.
Yeah. So Team Germany improving by 0.04% and Team Russia improving by 0.07%. And
Taking
yeah,
the point on an Agma.
Germany actually improved 0.06. I'm sorry. So both teams improving by quite a bit, but it's not enough for Team Germany, which means every single map from now on is going to be a match point for Team Russia. And now things get really difficult for Team Germany because they need to actually win the next pick. And something tells me that we will see butterfly twists because every single other map is mid speed or, I mean, let's be real, Russia could go for simulation. They can win
Butterfly
accuracy.
twist. If they are going to pick that, that's a tech map. And how
It
is Germany actually on tech?
I feel like we have good players. Like Nilik and Kaki are good on tech, but
Yeah.
probably Sky as well. Also, it's kind of hard to tell, especially with cooling tech. We have the capabilities, but is it enough? Because we have seen that Team Russia definitely
Team
has the
Russia's
capabilities.
yeah, Team Russia's tech. That's like you got
Scary.
Salad. Salad's tech is just insane.
Yeah, they didn't immediately go for tech. Like they didn't immediately pick Butterfly Twist or 666 because it's probably not what they are most comfortable with compared to like speed or even the
Yeah.
balance map earlier. But this might still be the right choice. But as I said, they could also say, you know what, we won accuracy now twice. We are going to pick simulation. That wouldn't surprise me either. I think it would be a little bit more risk, but honestly, Russia they go for simulation. They have the
Ah,
choice. They have the choice. The simulation is harder to hack. It is also like more varied in speed, which probably puts Resonate less ahead of everybody. And it's a V3 map, so we are going to have a lot of arcs. I hope players practice this because it has some resets.
oh really?
Yeah, it has some arc resets.
Oh, that's interesting though.
Yes, so
People playing with like the arcs as like resets and making the player like move to like an angle, but not actually like hitting the note as a reset.
yes, which is I think it's a cool idea.
It's a cool
But
concept.
it requires you to understand what you need to do, which means if you haven't practiced this,
This is
then
definitely a map that you needed to practice.
then I hope that every player is listening to what I said and remembers that there are resets with the arcs. Okay, players? Please remember that.
But in general, I think everyone just should just like practice because you just
Yes.
never know. Like there might be maps like this where you just have no idea what's coming, and then you get like a reset.
So Team Russia's team. What a beautiful way of words. Has been decided, and Team Germany is still considering their options. So this is going to be, the sweat is on. Is quite crazy because I feel like Team Germany expected to easily roll Team Russia on accuracy.
But they didn't.
They didn't. No.
They actually didn't. Really surprising. Which actually surprised a lot of people in the chat too, because they all voted on Germany.
Yeah, they did, and well, it's understandable because like Team Germany is pretty good at ag, but it's also what I said earlier, right? Scaling all the way down to the slowest speeds is not a given for a lot of players. Especially, you saw Neilig. Neilig was not the leader of the German team there.
Like he's number 14 global, but for ag is hard.
Especially slow ag, ag around like 3 to 5 notes per second, when you already kind of get into mid speed. Usually everyone is like, if you're a top player, you're good at that. But as soon as you go towards like 3 swings per second, 2 swings per second, going into true ag below like 1.5 swings per second, suddenly you're looking at a completely different game.
Yeah.
You're not playing like a flowy game anymore, but rather you're playing a pinpoint accuracy per node like every few seconds. And if you don't practice this, you will not be able to get like to ridiculous acts, which is why a lot of players kind of they cap at around 98.6, 7, or 8. And that is a problem for slow ag maps. And Resonate doesn't have that, obviously. You can tell that.
Like
Alright,
the biggest thing. Oh,
yeah, I just wanted to say Team Germany looks the exact the same, and Team Russia as well. Nothing changes. Same lineup, different map.
like what I was gonna say about ag with like top players, it's usually just like hard stuff, and you just like focus on like hitting the notes. But with ag, you actually have to like look and like focus on, like it's actually like a mental thing. It's more like a mental thing than like the usual rank stuff.
Yeah.
And that's actually what like the top players, for example, like Nightlick, is just not really capable of doing that with like the ag stuff.
And the issue is for a lot of players, it's actually just not fun, so they don't play it. And since it's not required for rank, why do something they don't find fun, right?
Yeah.
It's like 100% understandable. And I feel like honestly, I agree with like Ludacris in the chat. This is going to be close. This is going to be way closer than what we see before.
Yeah.
This could be pretty much the same score. Like this map has, as I said, like it goes faster occasionally. Like the NPS of 2.7 is not really it doesn't tell us too much, but I do hope that every player knows that this map has resets. Else, I will actually, like, I'll be so mad. Okay, so right off the bat, we are looking at a little bit of an advantage for Team Russia, but this is also, I think, the slow part.
I really hope that everyone like crack this map, especially because of, like the arcs and like the reset of the arcs.
And currently, Team Russia ahead by 0.1% again.
It is close. 0.06, around 0.06.
And Salad actually holding at 98.9. And this is something I also mentioned earlier. Like, you can see in players like Resonate who are like very good at slow stuff, that their accuracy actually drops off quite fast when things get a little bit faster.
Yeah.
And you can just see like the difference. Salad is holding the exact same egg as in the map before. Nylik is holding the same egg as in the map before.
It's like Resonate and Salad just like switch egg.
Yeah. I mean, Salad had like the same egg earlier. He was holding a 98.9.
Oh.
So this is kind of like his accuracy cap, right? And he can just deal with it. And this is pretty much why like practicing accuracy to be very competitive in tourneys is like required. But so far, you know, being ahead by 0.1% is probably a very good sign. There's going to be a slight diff spike here. The real question is it going to be big enough change for Team Germany to keep up? And oh my god, it's getting a little closer. Oh, there we go. Team Germany also
really
dropping a bit. It is getting faster.
Russia
Players are dropping
a little,
but it's not
just
enough.
Get it.
That build-up gave Team Germany a little bit of an edge, but it's not a diff spike like that actually made a big enough difference here.
For Russia, it actually like they remained this, like they kept their egg on the diff spike.
I think they just went up again. I think they started earlier, to be honest, because their accuracy actually dropped off and then started going up again, and then Team Germany's accuracy went basically down when Team Russia was going up. And that brings us to the end of the map. And Team Russia taking the second accuracy map with a score difference of around 1,700 points.
And also taking the match.
And taking the entire match, which means that Germany will be out of the tourney. Big GG's to Team Russia.
GG.
Well played. I feel like a lot of people were very surprised by these turn of events. And I don't think yeah, you know, people expected Germany to be mid-speed and egg heavy, but it turns out the extreme ends of speed, you know, very slow and very fast, it's just in Russia's favor. So big GG's again.
I also expected for like Germany to like take the egg and the mid speed, but you can just see with like Russia, you saw Kip, Resonate, Salad, and Alternate just always performing well.
Yeah, very, very consistent players, and honestly, being consistent throughout different categories help a lot.
Yeah.
You know, it was enough, like especially like on different map types. Alternate was not quite able to keep up, but you always had one person, whether it's like Salad or Resonate, who was able to just act so much above the others that it completely equalized that. And that is so important. Having a player like that is so important in a
It is always it's always just like really nice to have like in a team have one player, for example, like Resonate. Like if you need act, you got Resonate. You know?
Absolutely.
For example, with like speed, if you need a speed player, now you got a speed player.
That definitely helps a lot, which means that Russia is going to play against the winner between Denmark and Finland. I still believe that Denmark has a slight advantage there. But that is yet to be decided, you know? Who knows what Finland does? Maybe they pop off, and Denmark has another arch enemy in the realm of upsets. Could be. Could happen.
And what's also kind of funny, Germany was seed 9 and Russia was seed 11. So they were actually like lower than Germany and still taking the win.
Yeah, definitely like well played. I don't know if I would call this like a big upset. I think like the teams were very equal.
Yeah.
Certain skill sets were just clear cut on one direction. I feel like going for mid speed for Team Germany would have made this probably look a little bit different. But you honestly like it's always easy to talk afterwards, right? We know now that accuracy didn't work out, so we can just be like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
mid speed. But in the end, it was a close matchup, and seeds only tell you how qualifiers went.
Yeah, that's true.
Which I feel like Team Sweden, for example, also qualified lower than their current skill level. They have been getting some crazy scores out there.
It is just when like if you're like in the shoot of Russia, you see like you're playing against someone who is like higher than you, like the number is better. Then you're just kind of like, ooh, they might actually be like better. So turns out not the case.
Yeah. All right. This also means that we are going to see a lot more other matches that we already kind of talked about this later this day. I think we have 4 more matches to go today. So no, wait. We have
3 more. We have 3 more matches.
No, we have 2 more. Wait, are these games actually on Sunday? I might have. Huh. I think I misread. So we are going to see Denmark versus Finland at around 6 p.m. UTC today, and we are going to see Netherlands against France at 7:30 UTC today.
Yep.
Both PM, obviously. It would make no sense if it's AM because that time has already passed. I feel like both matches are going to be very interesting.
I think so too.
Let me quickly look so Netherlands, France, seeds 10 and 12. Probably a bit closer than 4 and 7 for Denmark and Finland.
Yeah, I think for France and Netherlands, it's going to be pretty close.
Yeah, so these are also
Definitely
going to be some interesting
Yeah.
stuff.
Definitely a match where all the players should like practice and learn and
Yeah,
try to get
practice the
track
map
better.
rules.
Always practice the map
Download
rules.
all maps and then practice. It's a big recommendation.
But even if you don't have that much time, try to like play the maps at least like once so you just like know what's coming. It's always the best.
It do be. All right, this brings us to the end of this segment, though, which means that we are going to raid someone, and we have actually, we actually have a guide the raid redeem by Very Merry Chicken, which means that we are going to raid Gilo. It's nice to see that we have that redeem occasionally pop up.
Yeah.
Wait, am I confused? No, okay. I was just confused about the prediction thing right now. I thought it was still running. I was like, it's kind of not the right situation. Anyways, so as soon as that gets going, we will be live again later today in the match, as I already said, Denmark-Finland at 18 UTC or 6 p.m. if you don't know military time. So that's in how many hours are we thinking? That is in 4 hours, 3 hours and 30 minutes, I believe. Should be, yeah. So there's still a little bit of time. And yeah. I feel like I have no more things to say, so we can pretty much raid Gilo, unless you have some parting words.
No. Well, this was like my first time casting, and I had like a lot of fun, so.
Yeah, you did great.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. In that case, have fun with Gilo. Don't spam his chat too much.